Right. Hi. Right. I've decided. I'm writing a book. I'm writing my life story. How to stay sane in a crazy world. How to stay sane in a crazy world, not stay sane. How to stay sane in a crazy world. And so I thought, what would be really cool to do on a daily basis is a new program I'm moving on TV called Post-Lockdown, How to Stay Sane. So every day I'm going to talk to you about how it's like a vlog, it's like a daily vlog that is going to lead to the actual book, How to Stay Sane in a Crazy World. So I want to talk about the effects of the lockdown on people like myself. I want to show you how you survive without anything and without, mainly on your own, on a day-to-day basis. How you cope with the triggers, the daily triggers that I do. How do you do it? How do you get through? Regardless of whether you're on your own or you feel lonely, you can be on your own even when you're with loads and loads of people. So this is a new program on Moving On TV called Post-Lockdown, How to Stay Sane in a Crazy World, which is the prequel to the book, How to Stay Sane in a Crazy World. So I'm just gonna have a sip of my iced tea. Now, if you get triggered by this program, I'm sorry, but this is going to be a very blunt program, a very, lots of nurturing, but also tough love in here. Because I'm basically going to take you through, like today, for example, every day when I get up, I'm going to take you through what goes on in my life post-lockdown because of all the losses. So if you don't want to listen, that's fine by me. But this is for people like myself that have ended up without work. Well, this is my work, building Moving On TV, yeah. But people that ended up without, where their real job is gone, people that ended up without a real job, a job which structures you and gets you up, and the kind of job I had and lots of us have had. People that are losing family, friends, or lost family, friends due to what's happened, or because you have different belief systems, and there's plenty of those around. People that struggle on a day-to-day basis. How do you stay sane, like Laurene? Because as you know, my techniques and my way does not involve medication. I'm trying to get the best light here for it. I don't want this program. This is a vlog, okay? This is going to be a daily vlog. And I'm sitting in the car talking to you. I'm not exactly sure whether it would be better to go outside because I want to catch the light. So, and as it's such a stunning day, for quite a while now, people have told me that I need to write my life story. Because my life story is very inspiring in the way that I get through, well, seemingly I've got through so much, as you know, and it didn't involve medication. So I've got a lot to tell. I've got a really exciting amount of stuff to teach people. Okay, so let's take today, because we're going to go on a daily basis, and how's Laurene going to get through today? Because from the time I wake up, and like a baby in the womb, I do not want to get up. I do not want to face life at all, okay? And I expect a lot of you feel that way. A lot of you probably feel like, I can't face this. I don't want to face this. I don't want to go on today, right? And that's how I feel from the minute I wake up. I think, God, I don't want to get up. Luckily, we've got some beautiful weather at the moment, so it's helping a lot. And I'm writing my book. So I've got an aim, I've got a focus, I've got something to get up for, which is nice. But okay, so here is what happens. So you get up. Now, Buddha calls this the first and the second arrow, okay? So the first and second arrow, you get up and you get your trigger, because life is going to give you a trigger. And life gave me two big triggers today. Okay, so you know that there's an eviction notice going on. And every day I wake up and I see a letter lying there. The letter that's fallen down from the post box is not always something that I welcome. And so I get really, really scared. So I open that letter. It's not actually from anything to do with that. It's to do with something else. It's to do with my belief systems. And somebody reported something which is out of order, to do with circumstances, basically. And it was basically, don't let that happen again or else you'll be prosecuted, okay? And I didn't need that first thing in the morning, but I live in a very, very war neighborhood where if they don't like something, you know, like if you park in a certain way, they'll report you. It's not a nice place to live and it's not a nice attitude, but that's what you get. So if you're different like me and you just happen to have something on the back of your car that they don't appreciate, they will make sure that they can make your life difficult. Okay, so that was my first trigger. Then I walk into my little porch, the tower area, and the cats had decided to poo. Yeah, to poo under the table. Thank you very much. Two massive triggers for me. It was like living in a shithole. Living in a shithole. I'm being triggered. So today my vlog is all about triggering. So how do I deal with it? How do I deal with it? Well, on a day-to-day basis, this is coming from someone. I have got no family, no particular job to go to, no friends to go to today, absolutely nothing and no one today. Just me and the cats, okay? Post-lockdown, remember before the lockdown, I had a job, I had workshops, I had my musical, I was building on, I did the activities in the elderly people's home. I had a good life, I was building a good life, right? It's all gone. And so that's post-lockdown, yeah? So how do I stay sane? How do I stay sane? Well, medication doesn't even come into my equation. I don't even think about it because it's not part of my life and never will be. So I have to figure this out. So what do I do? So that's why I decided I will come on here and I will teach you what I do. And I will do this vlog so that when my book comes out next year, this is kind of like a prequel, okay? The vlog. I think it's a good idea, and it's a new program I'm moving on TV, so it's not, you know, like dancing or just jumping around. It's actually talking seriously about staying sane in this crazy world with all the triggers that are going on. So the first thing I'm going to teach you about today is the second arrow. What's the second arrow? Okay, so Buddha talks about this, okay? The first arrow is when the trigger comes. So the trigger comes and it's like, oh my God, I've been threatened that if I, you know, okay, the cats are pooed everywhere and it's like, oh, Jesus, do I have to go through this today? That's your trigger. Something has happened and all the time things are going to go wrong. That's life now. Things are going to happen, okay? Let's not say things are going to go wrong. You're going to be triggered every day, all through the day. Now, if you, like in the past, I had a job, I would have got in my car and I would have gone to work and that would have been my day. It's like the mind needs focus. And it's really interesting that no one is watching this, and I do get triggered by that because I'm here to save lives. I'm here to teach you stuff that nobody else will, but nobody watches. So that really interests me. Why does no one watch? When I was jibbed as a child, I've got a big bruise, look. I was jibbed twice as a child. Look what they did to me. They scarred me. They completely scarred me because I moved as a little girl. and I've got a bruise there. So that, you know, these are one of the reasons that nobody touches this temple. Okay. So no one's watching, so I feel I get triggered. I get triggered because I've got so much to teach and nobody wants it, which is really strange considering, you know, I live every single day from spirit, and I live every single day without medication, but they still don't watch. Today I expect, because they're watching things that are brewing in the world, and the new hoax that is going to be told to you soon, which, you know, I'm not going to talk about, which is huge. But it's, you know, nothing to worry about. It's all part of the plan. Okay. So I'm being triggered now because no one is watching. Okay, that's the first arrow. So this vlog, I can't make it very long. It's already been 11 minutes. I only want it to be the most 20 minutes. Okay, so I've been triggered, okay, because no one is watching. And if no one watches, so where does this take me? No one's watching. You're never going to get paid. Moving on TV is never going to grow. This is the mind. Yeah, the mind. Why does no one watch what I've got to say when what I'm saying is very good? It's very healing. It's very loving, and it helps people to have a better life. But it's like, why does no one watch? Yeah? Okay, so that's the trigger. Why does no one watch all the great stuff I've got to pass on to you of how it feels to be in post-lockdown England with no job, no family, no friends, where I've lost everything? How does it feel to be triggered on a daily basis and live through it and not use medication for this head? Not needing to, because I know how to focus it. Okay, so as I said, the trigger is there, and in Buddhism you get your first trigger. Buddha talks about you get your first trigger. Your first trigger is no one's watching. Okay, your second trigger is what do you do with it? What do I do with it? Where does it take you when no one's watching? Oh my God, I'm never going to get any work. Nobody cares about my work. What's the point? I'm a loser. Nobody cares. Yada, yada, yada. The mind goes on and on and on and on and on. Nobody's going to read my book when it comes out. How to stay sane in this crazy world. Do you understand? It's like that is the mind creating the second trigger. So you say, you know what? You're just fluff, mind. I'm not listening. You feel the pain. You feel the struggle, you feel the pain, you feel like, what am I doing this for? Nobody is watching. But this is just the first program in a series of vlogs. Oh, the cows are here, they're watching. And maybe that person in the car heard one thing that I said, and it will change their consciousness today. Who knows? Maybe they'll ring up someone who is lonely and say hi. So, as I said, my job is to pass on the information, not worry so much about who's listening or who isn't. But it hurts because the ego isn't happy, the body isn't happy. Now it's been triggered. I feel it. Okay, so the second arrow would be to go out there and do something, to fight, to punish me, to punish others, to create more stress, to create more chaos, to create more hassle. I'm not going to do that. I'm doing this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it all over social media. I'm going to do my Instagram, and I'm going to introduce the new program. So that's what you do. You set some very, very gentle goals, like, what can I do? You use the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's like when I wake up and I'm triggered, somebody usually says to me, someone, if you know, either they say to me or God says to me, Laurene, get up, brush your teeth, put on a piece of hair or whatever, make yourself look gorgeous, put on a tiny bit of organic lipstick and go on moving on TV and teach. So I do. And so I do. And one day it will all happen. But I have to focus on writing that book. So that is going to be your lesson for today. Don't let the second arrow happen, okay? Go back to feel and heal. Feel what that trigger does. Oh my God, nobody loves me. I'm useless. I'm not worth anything. Nobody cares. I'm alone. My life is useless. Yada, yada, yada. I'll never have a job. I'll never earn money. We're all going to die. We're all going to be bombed. That's the mind. You say, you know what? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But you know what? Today, I am in the beauty of Unden and I am teaching. I have food, I have water, I have 2 stupid smelly cats that are triggering me by pooing in places they shouldn't because they're getting very old and very naughty. And I got a letter through the post today which didn't manifest into anything. That's the end of it. Okay? That's it. So today I'm doing my humanitarian star seed earth angel job. I am sitting here in the beauty of nature and I am proving to you that you can get through the day. You don't have to be you don't have to show your anger. You don't have to project it on other people, which is very hard for me. Very hard. You have to accept that everybody has their own journey and they will do what they feel is right. And you have to accept that God has got this. And when I say God, I'm not talking about a religious God. And I'm excited because I got my Casey, New York hat on from WMAP Radio. And if you go on Moving On TV, you'll see my interviews that happened in America where I worked on WMAP Radio interviewing people. And that was so cool and so much fun. So no one's watching at the moment. Don't keep saying it, Lauren. You'll keep manifesting it. Someone will watch this. 20 minutes of total wisdom every day. So that's my vlog today of how to stay sane in a crazy world. Regardless of not having anyone or having any job, think of what you have got. Take your day and make it the best you can. And I keep getting a song here that keeps coming into my head by Herman Hermits. Woke up this morning feeling fine. There's something better on my mind. Last night I met a new boy in the neighborhood. Yeah. Something tells me I'm into something good. Okay, so that's going to be the song that I'll be singing in Unden, it seems. Today, maybe entertaining the public, because that's what I do. I am an entertainer without a theatre, without money, without a stage. Don't keep saying it, Lauren, because you'll manifest it. Okay. So today's song is Something Tells Me I'm Into Something Good, it seems. I'm going to try and figure out how to get my backing tracks. Find something you love, guys, and do it. Right, I want to end at 20 minutes because I want to go on Instagram and put the same message or a similar message on Instagram. I love you. When the first arrow hits, remember, that's it. When the first arrow hits, you just take a breath. And someone just slammed their door because they don't want to hear what I got to say. This is Buddhism. When the first arrow hits, you take a breath. You let everything come in. There it is. The first arrow is hit. Again and again and again. There's another arrow. She just slammed the door. She doesn't want to hear what I've got to say. The first arrow hits the trigger. Time and time again, you're going to be triggered. Somebody went on, then they went off. Trigger, 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 trigger. Trigger. First arrow hits. But something tells me I'm into something good. Is the song that I'm going to sing in Unden. I love you lots and welcome to the new program, How to Stay Sane in a Crazy Post-Lockdown World. I love you. Bye. Daily vlog. Bye.